I was just listening to the girl. She was saying, God don't play about you. I felt like she was saying that about myself. She could have been saying it about anybody else. Of course, it's a God. It's in a God like that. But anyway, no, them ancestors, my ancestors, I saw what they did for me in the street, but I didn't know they did it for me in the street. I didn't know God was protecting me like this until 2020. I thought I was just moving up rank. I thought I was just a man or something. I wasn't no man. I mean, I'm a man, but I'm saying, not like I thought I was. I was and I wasn't. But it was just the protection that was over me. I seen God do things for me, like get get angels to block psychopath lovers and even friends, so-called friends, or people who had bad agendas towards me secretly. Like, for instance, let's say it's moles in your family to watch you. I seen God put people in their life to watch them. Like, and I didn't know what none of this stuff was until 2020. And I kind of got a little cocky, but in a spiritual way. And I think I got it because my ancestors, I started building a relationship with them. And I know they cocky. They warrior angel. And God had explained that to me too as well. But yeah, and she was like, what else she said? I can't really remember. I just know God loved me. God loves us all, but to acknowledge God's love for you is a whole different ball game. It's just like to notice it. And if it wasn't for my experiences that I had in the street, I wouldn't have never noticed it. Like, I always thought I was cursed, but it wasn't a curse, it was protection, more than anything. But I wish I could remember what she said. Oh yeah, she was like, people think you are somebody protecting you, but you really, God protected you from the world. But he really protecting the world from you or something like that. Like, yeah. Everybody who did do something wrong to me and at that time thought they got away with it, it'd have been better off for them not to have been born. And then I can count them on one hand. Everybody else, gone. Everybody else gone. I started noticing this a long time ago. Even with lovers, you do something like you ain't supposed to be doing. That part I say it's the DNA. You can't share the DNA with anybody. They don't play that. I learned that a long time ago. I learned that really before I was in my 20s. I learned that when I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? I seen them do stuff to females. And they all get this same look. They all get this funny same look. But it's like ain't no coming back, bro. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I just thank God that I held it in the road as much as I did. Um, I mean, I just went through so much in the street, or just life in general, and I didn't get nowhere near done to me that a lot of people typically get in the streets. I just never knew what it was. That's really all I want to say. I know God been protecting me now. And you know what? I was talking to the Father when I had that near-death experience, and he was like, I always been there. You know, basically, he was like, I always been there. And he said, he was talking to me like, if you really reflect, you'll know. But when I get done with you this time, because I'm going to train you personally. And it started in 2020 for 5 years, 2019. And that's how I learned that air manipulation. Anybody can sing if you do the air manipulation thing. I ain't been doing that in a while though. But I learned it from God. That's why I was like, wow. I was like, anything you want to do, if you put your mind to it and you keep God first, you can do it, no matter what. What then it was like, he showed me how I've been in this triangle my whole life. He just started showing me stuff, and he was like, you know, the way he was talking to me, like, don't look at it like it's so bad. It was more of a protection thing as well. So, and it was right, because the women that I thought I was in love with, that if they didn't have an agenda towards me, they had plans for themselves that wasn't good, that wasn't healthy. And like I said, you just can't do this DNA like this. You can't do that. I have met women that be wanting me to themselves, and somehow I just went the other way. I don't know, just like women do men like that. But now I understand it though. Um, 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 I don't know. It's just like, now that I know what I know now, I wish I could, even after I write this book, I feel like it still ain't gonna, I feel like y'all still ain't gonna get it, bro, like I get it. Cause if you can feel it and see it how I see it, you'll be like, man, this is great. This is greater than great. It's like, to me, the whole earth is a cycle. And it's like you need this, it's a prison, it's almost like a prison. But the prison is to teach you to pull the best out of you. To me, it's not heaven at all. To me, I'm gonna put it in my book. When people say hell and heaven is on earth, it's portals they talking about, and these portals hold you until it's time for you to cross over. But I know exactly how it is, what it is. But I can't teach it and tell it on social media. That's what they talking about. But for me, this ain't heaven, you know. And it could still be that way, I guess. But I don't know, I wish I can explain anything outside of going around everything. Like, let's say a transportation to get here. Let's say an angel is trying to get here, but not through birth. Well, an angel is coming through a garden, and it's got to come through transportation. And let's say the angel get caught up in the garden, get lost in the garden, or get confused in the garden. Well, that's because the garden was historical. So hopefully y'all can read between the lines and get what I'm saying with that. That's what, because the garden was historical. So it's like the milk in the garden had the angel confused for a while. But once the DNA touched down to where it got touched down to, eventually it get around. if it don't get around to me, it'll get around to my flame or twin, whoever they are, because I never met them physically. And that's good enough. That's what I was saying this morning. I was talking to the guy this morning. It's like when terrorism DNA get into your DNA, terrorism DNA could destroy your whole tree. Now, I'm just inferencing that, but I'm guessing terrorism DNA can contaminate your whole tree. So let's say you got the table like in Excommunicado, John Wick. The people at that table, they're not gonna allow you to contaminate them because they know this. So that's the same, that's about like that a little bit. And it's like that DNA, your tree, y'all cut from the same cloth. So the harm that DNA can do to that individual can somewhat sort of harm the whole tree. Maybe not affect it greatly, but enough. And what's gonna happen is the ancestors is going to wire that person that's contaminated and just hook them up to somebody else. They probably constantly do this all the time. And I found all that out right here. Just giving my time to God, bro. And I was like, I wonder, do prisoners get this or did they get this? Because all you got to do is be like a tree. And it's like, a lot of people be like, I heard somebody in the astro talking junk. When I say astro, it could be in the physical or in the astro. But I heard him saying, Skip to be like a tree person, the tree person. Well, you go to prison, you're going to be like a tree. So you mean tell me you could be like a tree when they lock you up in prison, but you can't be like a tree for God? Because if God tell you to be like a tree, then it's probably just going to be 5 years. But if man make you be like a tree, you're going to probably get life in prison. See what I'm saying? See the difference? And then the whole point of God wanting you to be like this tree, because he needs you to do something vitally important, and you need to elevate and walk into your higher self. You don't want to do that. So your ancestors are gonna redirect you into some trouble and gonna forcefully put you in a situation to where you gotta become like a tree. And that's how I personally, with God help, pop them locks out them prison cells. You just gotta know this stuff, bro. You gotta understand it and feel it. That's like with the people who attack me. I don't forgave and forget, but I want God's will to be done. But my goal now is to make you wish you never did it. And all y'all already wishing all this hurry up and get over with. If it get over with, that's how you feeling. That's how you feeling. And my goal is to make you regret why I told y'all them story back when I was still wilding a little bit on I in the building. I said nobody would ever shut me down. I ain't never back down. And I would even give them all nicknames for the rest of their entire life. Even if they jump me, even if they beat me, I would still give them a nickname for their entire life. And they know I'm ready to fight every day if I got to. So, that's like the way it is. And I do the same thing now, but just in a more healthier way. I lecture you knowledge until you get why you shouldn't have never even thought about something like this. And it works, Don. It's beautiful. Mm-hmm. It's amazing how much different I look when I cut my hair. And then again, it's that interdimensional. I'm calling it interdimensional thing. Yeah. You better know it. But I don't know, y'all. I've been relaxing today. I've been relaxing all week. I really wanted to get this shoulder back right. But I'm finna start back working out this week, though. But, cause this shoulder is more spiritual than anything. So I can only heal it physically so much. But yeah, I just know my ancestors been protecting me hard, bro. Like that's why I be telling folks, like you ain't gonna. I be hearing people say, man, be careful. I'm like, what? Crazy, bro. Like, you know, from this purgatory. You do know this purgatory. This ain't the hood. This ain't the slum. This ain't the Terror Dome. This purgatory. That's what I'm saying. This purgatory. It's like, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You gotta, we bred a certain way. We bred different here. The females and the males. Um, it's a lot of floats around here that don't know they floats. Floats ain't supposed to be against each other, but floats somehow help each other even when they think they're against each other. Because that's another thing guys showed me. Like, I don't see bad and good. I just see two different extremes. So it's like, if somebody cool come up to you, you don't know their float. I do. And they're a pretty boy. And they got everything that a woman desires. And we family. You don't know it. But let's say you come in looking for me, but you meet him first. Well, he gonna pimp to you, and he probably gonna win you over, and he might even diss me to do it. But that's protection. See how that works? That's protection. Because if you fall for him, you said you were looking for me, no matter how many miles you came away. But as soon as he sent you, spit you a line, you already changed your mindsets towards me. Women do this too. And you just stay with him. Or like I said, it could be a woman. And you was a woman, and y'all was just talking, and that woman told you something about me that was really a lie, And you didn't come to me, but you somehow kept dealing with her. Well, you know what I'm saying? That's protection. You see what I'm saying? So you might even get caught up in stuff, and while you caught up in stuff, you might get in some trouble to where you gotta sit down. You can't move around. You can't do nothing no more. And I seen people try to come towards me and was very clean. Everything about them was clean. And on their way to get to me, just got contaminated bad. Just on their way to get to me. That's how my energy. That's just a piece of it. It's like the protection is heavy, the protection is real, and the protection is heavenly. So it's like, God don't play about me. And when let me tell you something now. When I was young, and I started noticing that, I started blaming the Father for me being alone. I said, you don't want me to have nobody. That's, having father and son conversation. And God be like, I know what their plans are for you. I know everything, and they're not good enough for you. And it's basically like he was telling me, even if you feel like I'd rather for you to be mad at me than me watch you get with somebody like that and let them destroy you. So I just got used to it over time, and I just kept my heart and my mind on God, and I just eventually the lustful desires and the fleshly desires just eventually went away. It took a long time though. It took a long time. I've been working hard. Like in 2020, I just jumped in another gear, but I've been working hard to brush myself up to get to God for a good 20 years. And for the most of that, I didn't see no reason in doing it. So you can only imagine the drive and motivation it took for me to even get here. So It don't bother me at all. But yeah, the young lady, I like her message. She give a good message, a great message, cosmic song. She give a good message. I love her messages. She ain't been doing that many lately though. But I don't like to say her name because people always contaminate the reader. But I don't know. One thing about spiritualists and conduits and stuff like that, y'all, they just gotta recognize that they with God. You know what I'm saying? You can't never go by. I don't never go by what nobody said about nobody. I ain't got to, cause God gonna tell me anyway. So, and you know, that's being tapped into your conduit ways or whatever. But what else? But yeah, I'm enjoying it, man. I'm enjoying the knowledge. The knowledge is, the knowledge is, the knowledge is, the knowledge is. I can't understand the knowledge. the knowledge is, the knowledge is. My God, the knowledge is on a whole nother level. It's like a lot of y'all like gossiping out there. And this ain't gossiping though. This is real stuff. But boy, if you can hear what I can hear, you know that's why I be telling people, don't piss me off, man. Don't forcefully gang up on me because I'm doing everything in my power not to tell your business. So don't push up on me too hard because this been going on for years now, and you done got everything, you done stole everything. And you probably done got away with stealing everything. At least that's what you think. But that's the thing. My ancestors put me through this right here, what I'm going through now, at least 3 times in this lifetime that completed. I ain't never seen nobody get away with nothing. It was things that I said, I don't care nothing about that. They did. They did. The simplest stuff that I came up with that I thought was nothing, they did. They tore them people down. They tore them people down. And I just knew over time, I just knew it is better for people to stay away from me if your agenda's not good. They tore them people down. And it's like a few people, they got them too, but the few people who they'll let slide, you better you better done forgave. If you ain't apologized to me, you better have to talk to God about it. And then you better have left me alone. If you can't do right, if you can't do right by me, don't do wrong. And those people they also in my family tree. It's just because we share ancestors. That's it. That's it. But they didn't get away with it. Like, it's things that happen to them that they not the same a little bit. And I know they're not the same, but it's so small, they probably don't even recognize it, but I do. It's like you quit evolving. Like, yeah, you can get a better job, you can do this, do that, but something about you is off. You personally quit evolving, and you know I seen that happen a lot. So much so that when I told the world, I was confident in telling y'all, and that's why a lot of people like. I heard somebody in Nashville recently. I like them elite people and stuff. I can hear them. They be tripping me out. I ain't gonna tell y'all they be, but some of the stuff they be saying. I heard one of them tell somebody looked into this. Somebody said, "You fool." So somebody told somebody, "You fool." Like they looked into who I really was or something. Cause it's like they know more than I know more about myself. And they like, "What the hell?" And they said, "You fool." And I started laughing. It reminded me of Mortal Kombat. When that dude said that, he sounded just like that dude. He said, "You fool." And he was like, man, I can't believe y'all did this to him. It's like it's just like the Kennedy issue with the airplane. His brother died in the airplane. It's like messing with a person like me can alter the future timeline. Bad. It's not worth it, bro. And most of y'all did it for money, bro. Everybody did it for money, bro. And it's like it's higher ranking people out here, humans. Now, and that's where you get these 1%. I don't go after them like that because they know what they're doing. And they notice stuff, bro. They notice when energy is off and they start investigating it. And and I guess a lot of times it be from people attacking people, just attacking folk, stealing from folk, giving people identity, all that kind of craziness. And it's forbidden. It's taboo. It's forbidden taboo, man. And it's almost like we disrespect ourselves so long. And a lot of people might commit taboo sexually and stuff, and you think that's cool or funny, you think everything good, but what you don't know is that type of livelihood leaks over to other ways of committing taboo in life. Taboo ain't ever good, you know what I'm saying? It's never good. And then, because your adolescent behavior and your distorted ways, you cause the whole world to have to shift. So the world go through this dramatic shift, and as we go through this shift, we as we go through this shift, we everybody gotta wait. No matter what you got. And I'm guessing they probably realize, like, cause they got money, they can get anything, do anything they want. But they are probably some of the first people that realize ain't nothing evolving. Things are staying the same. Something stagnated in the energy, and they gotta investigate the energy. And that's what it is. They did all this craziness. Somebody did this craziness, bro. And that's why he and my little joker pal, he always saying, ain't nobody come and get you, ain't nobody looking for you, my hat is. That's what they talking about too. That hat is, that seat is, that hat and that seat looking for me. And people gonna keep getting sick, people gonna keep dying out of here, things gonna keep fading away until they properly give what's mine. Give what's mine to me. Yeah, that's why I think that dude said that, or whoever it was. They said, you fool. Yeah, all that's gonna have to come back to its rightful owner. You can't just take anything. You can't take anything and get to anybody. And it's just like a group of girls, in my case, a group of women, or it could have been mixture, but it's like they felt like they can outsmart something. That's like it says a manuscript saying, "Do not sacrifice a high priestess in this game we playing." And it's like, because I didn't look like a high priest, and half these people don't even know what a high priest look like. I know, because my cousin was outside when they started this little crap. My cousin was one of them that was involved in it. And I heard him on the microphone tell the dude drove all the way from Florida. He said, "You sure this guy not no high priest or something?" He said, "We can't do high priest." And I heard my cousin say, "I know he ain't. That ain't nothing. Just running the mouth, slick this." I should have came outside and did you in real good, because the only reason why I didn't do that to you, because I knew you wasn't really about that life, and I know everything you were saying about me was you. You know what I'm saying? Because buddy, I'm telling you, bro, that's the same one I told y'all. I caught him so quick in his face, his nose would start bleeding. I was shook his hand. He wouldn't even notice his nose bleeding. my family member get on my nerve, bro, and I just leave him alone, bro. Just go on about your business already. And it's like, how you not notice this? I mean, we ain't too far apart when it come to age, but here I am. I got cars, land, studios, and you got nothing, and you can't tell. You get what I'm saying? Like, what is wrong with you? I lost everything messing with them clowns. I didn't lose nothing. They stole everything messing with these girls of mine. That was the only way y'all got down on me. You gotta find the weakest link, but I got you next time because this high priest is gonna have a high. This high priest gonna have a high priestess. Or however it go, either way it go. So she gonna know better, just like I know better. Ain't nobody gonna be playing with y'all, bro. Goofy, just goofy. But anyway, that's how I knew it, bro. It's like a something. Y'all, it was a blueprint. Like you can't do high priest. Y'all seen something in my life that I didn't notice. It thought I was just gonna be dumb to it. High priestess can be dumb, seem dumb to anything. They got eyes all around them. High priestess is like them angels that got eyes everywhere. You can't get nothing over on no high priest. You know that now, don't you? Y'all know that now, don't you? Goofy. You at the slot machine? Lord have mercy. But it's like y'all came over in this energy. I ain't even ready, but I ain't even mature enough to even be in this energy. You wasn't even elevated high enough. So, but that's what it is, though. That's all it is. That's all it is. Shoot, I've been resting, bro. I've been falling back, bro. I'm proud of the accomplishments, man, got in. I ain't got no thank you, no handshake, no nothing. But I'm proud of it because I can look at YouTube and see the change. I see the difference in my dimension. Like, it's still going from planet to planet. But my planet look good so far. And I plan on getting it better and better. By the grace of God. Uh, uh, but yeah, that's how it was, though. It was like they were following. It's like somebody had a warning label on whatever games y'all been playing. They were like, do not do this. And it was like it's like the female for me, like I said, for me, female was like mad because these men that had these titles that was this stuff that was rightfully owned by them, owned to them, due to them, was rightfully theirs. It's like they were mad. They wanted that stuff to be the man that they wanted to. It's just childish stuff. Like, sit down somewhere on a couch. Sit down. Sit down and get out of the way. And now you starting to look like what you really portray to be. I mean, now you starting to look like what you've been hiding. Now everybody's starting to see who you really is. That's why I told you I wasn't worth it. Curse money. Once you steal that kind of money or that whatever from a person like myself, it automatically turns evil. It automatically turns into Judas money automatically. Warps energy automatically. Y'all attacking somebody, their ancestors telling you no and stop. Accidents happening, people mysteriously winding up dead, people getting sick. You still doing. You just keep doing it. Just goofy, man. Just ruining the world. Like the timeline itself trying to warn you, stop, please stop already, stop. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when they did Jesus and Barabbas. You took and traded Jesus in for Barabbas and put yourself in slavery for 500 years. Then you want to cry about it. Oh, they did this, they did. I don't know what to say about my people sometimes. People in general are really humans, bro. You can't get them. I get demons. I get angels. I don't get humans. But but just like I said, a demon just gonna keep you trapped. A demon gonna trap you in a cycle. When you go into demon mode, if you're a human and you keep doing low vibrational stuff, that demon gonna keep you in that spot right there. Everybody gonna cry, you're a demon, you keep doing it. But that is it's kind of good that demon keep you right there. And rather somebody lock you up for doing it and do right by the system and get you put away somehow for doing whatever you're doing, that demon gonna keep you trapped. That's a job. See, I get demons. I get angels. I don't get no humans. You be all over the place. You get what I'm saying? So let's say you doing something to ruin somebody. Okay, that demon see that it's gonna keep you trapped in that energy till that energy lock you up somehow. And cause they know whatever you done to this person who didn't deserve it, you'll do it to anybody. You do it to your own family, anybody around you. So they kept you trapped. And that's why I get when people are stuck on me and attacking me. I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's better that way. It's supposed to be that way. Until the astro or the energy alleviate the problem. Then everybody, the timeline can start straightening out itself. So now we know from looking at this situation not to ever do this kind of stuff again, y'all. Period. Even I learned in it. I learned a lot in it, actually. Peace and love out there.